So, had you ever heard of the Racketeer Influenced Corrupt Organizations Act, or the RICO, before you faced with it?
No, not at all. But me, I'm a type of person. I'm not gonna sit there and just, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to that law library and do what I gotta do. So therefore, I did a lot of research, and then we had a lot of people that was there that was helpful, that was there before me. That that helped me. Like like when I got my death penalty case, Doc Shakur, Tupac father, he came to me in the yard. I'm fresh on the compound. I'm not caring, but I'm gun-ho because I'm like, I got all this time. I'm busting anything. So when I see him, he come to me, yo, I got to see you, man. Meet me down the law. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm going to punish this old nigga, right? So I'm coming down there. I'm like, I'm not even talking. I'm coming down there because I want to get the fuck out of Atlanta anyway. I'm trying to get up to Lewisburg.
Oh, they had you at USP?
Right, my first jail. So anyway, when we get up there, they tell me who he is. So when we get up there, he had me, we kicked it and shit, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I'm looking at him like, okay, you know what I'm saying, the old head from the town, and, and he did a lot for the community too, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm on it, but at the same time, he had me fill out a whole lot of letters, had me write a whole lot of letters to different organizations that was dealing with the death penalty. One of them picked it up, and that was the one from Alabama, which was a blessing because the case was in Alabama, and they helped me. So he used to tell me, yo, look, I'm going to tell you what's appealable, but you got to do it yourself. Like every night I used to wake up like 2 a.m. and read my case over and over again. Even if I read it already, I read it over and over again and just find certain things that I thought was appealable, and I send it to the lawyer or I take them to him on the visit. You know what I mean? So, and it just so happened when one day I'm in a hole, I'm in Max Unit in Atlanta, and I get a letter and saying my case was overturned. You already know what I started dealing. I started screaming like a mug. Had woke everybody up. And they was like, yo, what's going on over there? I started sending a letter all the way around,
How long had you been sitting at that point?
Oh, what you mean, in the hole?
At the point at which
3 years.
How many?
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So you've been in the hole for 3 years?
Nah, I went to the hole for something else. And they sent me up to Max Unit because, like back then, it wasn't a lot of pens back then. So therefore, when you get transferred back then, they was holding you in the hole for a long process, even after you've been sanctioned.
What does that mean to be sanctioned?
Be sanctioned for like whatever you went to the hole for, whatever you went to the hole for, before you got your days or whatever you're gonna be in the hole or transfer or sent to a program and stuff like that. You know what I'm
saying? What went through your mind when you first found out that Leon was cooperating against you? Because y'all were pretty fucking close.
I ain't believe it. And, the thing about it, I ain't believing. I had my co-defendants, they didn't understand why I ain't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my co-defendants, he came in and he was like, yo, that nigga brought me in, he set me up and everything. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, stop that. Stop telling that shit, you know what I'm saying? Even when he was in the bullpen with us. You know what I'm saying? But when the next day came and he wasn't, the next court day came and he wasn't, I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I told you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm ready to fight him in the bullpen. Like, yo, stop saying that shit, because this is my man, you know what I'm saying? We done brought cars and jewelry for each other and all that, you know what I'm saying? Birthdays and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's I probably wouldn't even speak to a human being again after that kind of a betrayal.
Like, yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, but if I got ask, if I must sit here and ask Allah to forgive me for my faults, I got to forgive them. So I don't hold no animosity towards them or nothing. They forgiven. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna stand there and hold no conversation with them. You know what I'm trying to say? Or being, if they happen to come around, I'm gone. That's y'all space. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to feel threatened by me. You know what I'm saying?